What's up, everybody? This is Kalan with White Glove Models, and welcome back to the channel. Today is a very, very exciting day because I got my my birthday present early. And as you know by the thumbnail, the Revell SR-71 Blackbird is here, and it arrived today. And I actually wasn't expecting to receive it until Thursday, so I'm kind of glad that it showed up today. And I ordered mine. I pre-ordered it through Andy's Hobbies headquarters in Arizona, and so he got a whole bunch of them in. They're still sold out, so unfortunately you won't be able to pick yours up as a pre-order from Andy's Hobbies because they're sold out still. But there are plenty of these all over the world, and I think I got mine at a great deal for $99 as a pre-order from Andy's Hobbies. So just want to say welcome, everybody. I'm going to get to chat a little bit later because I want to jump right into this. I haven't opened it up, and we'll do a really kind of quick overview of what's in the box. Most of you probably have seen other videos of unboxings of this, but I just want to open it up, share it with you, see what's inside, kind of get an idea of what the plastic looks like and how everything is going to go together, and just do a general inbox review of it. I have heard a few different people that have started building this say that there are some fit issues, which is a little concerning considering the scale of it and the fact that this is a new, brand new mold from Revell. So I'm going to switch over to the workbench, and we'll go ahead and get started checking out what's in the box. I haven't even opened the tape on it, so I'm going to switch over here, and it won't even really fit on the camera area. It's so massive, this box is. So I'm going to flip it over, and we'll cut all of the little tape patchworks here, or whatever you want to call these things, and then we'll get right into this. So I don't know how many of you have ordered your kits or pre-ordered them. I know in the UK it's already available, and a lot of people are getting it. But here in the US, there was some question actually as to which kit we were going to get, because some of these kits don't actually have the engines, the spare engines that they're talking about. So see if you can see here, some of the kits you get these engines, and this one obviously has it. So Andy's Hobbies headquarters, the first set that he is getting in is the same set that's available in the UK with the engines to show and showcase. So let's go ahead, and I'll try to get this as centered as possible, but I'll go ahead and open this up, and let's see what we've got. Oh, right off the bat, you get to see the fuselage of this wonderful aircraft. And this is already kind of coming off. It's a little bit different packaging, but overall, I do like the box. I'm happy with the fact that they put it in a very, very sturdy box. So just quickly, let's kind of take a look at the fuselage here. Very nicely molded, a lot of really good detail. Definitely want to wash this before you start building it, because I do see a lot of mold release on this. And then really good detail. I was watching a video of somebody that was building theirs the other day, and they had a lot of fit issues and a lot of gaps that they had to fill in it. Which again, for this size, I don't understand. With a brand new mold, you think it would be a little bit better. But we'll see when we start building ours just how everything looks. I'm going to go ahead and take this little piece of sprue off because it's already kind of hanging off. But definitely loving the size of this. This is going to look really, really cool. And then they have one thing I've noticed with Revell is they like to stamp their work. You could probably see it. Oh, not really. Yeah, there we go. So what's funny is on the Revell Victory that Lewis and I are building, they actually stamped it on a visible part of the deck, which is just really annoying. So I'm glad to see they didn't do anything crazy like that here. And go ahead and pull this off to the side. If you guys want to see more of this, I could just leave a comment and I could maybe try to get a better look at it. I feel like I don't really have the proper lighting to really show you guys the intricate detail in this. But this will definitely be a lot of fun to paint up. So I put that off to the side and let's see what's in here. I'm running out of room already. So I'm going to pull all of these out of the plastic here in just a moment for you guys. I just need to make some room on the workbench. So that was the first bag that I pulled out. And it looks like you've got the wing sections here with some of the engine cowlings. This bag's got, looks like 3 different sprues in it. And a lot of the engine parts and details looking pretty good. And then you've got your nose cone there. We'll take another look at this here a little bit closer later on. Then you've got the clear parts here looking fairly good. I haven't heard too many complaints about these. We'll get another really good look at those here in just a moment. And more engine parts. So this has 3 sprues in it as well. And put that off to the side. That looks like some of the engine details for the separate engines. And here's another one, exact same bag with the exact same parts in it, looking fairly good. So I definitely am excited to build up those engines and do some really nice, good detail work. Then you've got a base that comes with this. When I build this, I don't think I'm going to use the base. We'll see. And then you've got part of your cockpit in there. Let's see, there we go. And again, I'll open all of this up so you guys can get a good look. And then more engine parts right here. Put this up here out of the way. And we've got our destruction booklet, which comes with the usual, warning and safety packet, don't eat the model or, light it on fire and breathe the glue and paint and plastic and all that. I'm just going to throw that away because we already know what those all say. The decal sheet. Oh, man. So here's the thing. Maybe this is the right one. Maybe the C. So I was told if that number ends with a C, this is cartograph or something like that. And so I think I actually did get one of the better decal sheets. At first I was thinking maybe I didn't, but I'll have to go back and review that because I was told if it ends with a C, it's cartograph, and that's one of the better decal sheets. And it says it's like version or volume 1.01. And very, very nice looking decals. To be honest, they look very thin, which I do love thin decals. They always look better on the kit. And I am going to try and source, I'm sure somebody here in the near future, if they haven't already, has made a separate photo etch or raised photo etch instrument panel. So I'm going to see if somebody's done that. I definitely would like to upgrade the interior a little bit, even though you're not going to see a lot of that. So I'll go ahead and keep these safe in here for now. And then we have our destruction booklet, as I like to call it. And it's a typical typical Revell instruction booklet. And here you've got the markings on the back. If you want me to go through this, I'm not at this current moment in time, but if you'd like me to go through the booklet, just leave a comment. And before I end the live stream, we'll go over this booklet if enough of you want to see what it looks like on the inside. So I'm going to put that out of the way for now, get this box out of the way. That is all the parts in the box. Giant box. This one's going to be hard to hide from the wife. Just kidding. She knows I ordered it because I ordered it for my birthday as a birthday present to myself. And so it's kind of an early birthday present. My birthday is not till March. So let's go ahead and open up the plastic here and see what we've got inside. And so far from the reviews on this kit that I've seen, not too much damage has occurred during shipping, which is always a bonus. Here we've got some wing parts. Definitely looking really good with the detail. I'm pretty happy with that. And sorry, Nat. Take care and have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for stopping in, Nat. And here are some more cockpit details. Show you guys that. And then some more engine parts. This is probably going to be next to a 1/200 scale ship, one of the largest kits I'll have ever built. So I'm very, very excited. I don't know when I'm going to get around to building it, but you know, I will definitely be building it on the channel. Here's your base. It's a very solid base, fairly heavy, lots and lots of plastic in there. This is probably just going to get tossed. I don't see myself using this. Then here we've got more of the engine parts, and this is the spine of the aircraft, just to give it some rigidity, and so it doesn't flex too much. This is going to go down the entire fuselage from front to back, and there's not a whole lot of detail in it, but of course you're never going to see any of that. They did stamp a few markings on this, and that is one thing too that I have been told is these are backwards in the instructions. So when we get to the build process of this and building it, I'll kind of let you guys know which ones they're talking about. And here actually on the dashboard here on the console, you guys can see there is some raised detail. So definitely interesting to me that raised detail is there, and then they just want you to put a decal over it. So like I said, what I'll do is I think I'll try to find down the road somebody that has produced some photo etch or those raised cockpit details and instrument panel details. I believe this might be the nose cone. Just going to be honest here, I'm not liking how it's attached to the sprue, because I can tell you right now, we're already going to have to be doing some work on this to clean it up. They should have, when they put this on the sprue or molded it, they should have had it attached to these back areas here, so the cleanup would be a little bit better. I can tell you right now, I'm going to have to add filler to this already. But not too bad. Very crisp molds because these are brand new, and this is a brand new kit. So I'm going to get that out of the way. Let's take a look at some of these engine parts. So these are the two, excuse me while I make some noise. So these are the two engines that are going to be displayed along with the build. And I'm going to have to, because I'm probably going to do mine in flight, I'm not sure how I'm going to go about displaying these quite yet, but we'll get there. Go ahead and pull these out of here. So first you've got the little one. It's basically just a copy of what's on the sprue right here. Then you've got one of the inlet cones Very, very cool looking detail on some of these parts. A lot of stuff you might not ever see. Then you've got the one of the seats here, which try to get a good view of that. Come on, camera. There we go. There's a lot of raised detail on that seat, which is nice. One thing that, because I'm mostly going to be displaying this as an in-flight version, I'm not too concerned about it, but the wheels, it would definitely be nice to see some wheels resin printed or 3D printed for this as well. And I'm sure somebody's already working on that. So this is the display engine. So this isn't actually going to go into the model. It will be displayed separately, but there is beautiful detail on that. Absolutely loving the detail. And this is going to be a lot of fun to paint up. And I'm definitely looking forward to building these. So there's two of these. This one I'm just going to leave in the plastic. It's exactly the same as this one right here. So we don't need to look at that twice. And then I'll put this off to the side. Excuse my squeaky chair. One of these days, I will be buying a new chair so I don't have to squeak around all the time. And get this one opened up. This one I'm really curious about too because it has the nose cone on it. And I'll put that up and out of the way. So let's take a look at this nose. So of course there is that other tip that attaches directly to this. Very nice detail. If you guys can see right here, it's kind of hard to, this camera does not like to focus. There we go. It's a very finicky camera. And then again, you've got all that raised detail here on the console. Come on, camera. It's not, just 1 second here. There we go. So you can see all the raised detail there on the cockpit and consoles, looking fairly nice. Now, if you were really good, you could go in and hand paint all of that stuff yourself and make it look really nice. And here, not entirely sure, this looks like just some interior parts. Again, some very nice detail. And then I'm assuming that these are more struts that go into that internal skeleton and framework to kind of sturdy up the aircraft. And now we have some more engine parts right here, looking very crisp, very nice. And again, because this is a brand new spanking kit, there is no flash or anything. And you've got your struts for the wheels. One concern that I have, and part of the reason why I was thinking about making it an in-flight version, was because even though these are fairly sturdy and thick wheel struts, I just have a feeling they're going to break over time. So I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. And then before we go to the main body, I'd like to take a look at these clear parts real quick and just check out. There are two sprues. So this is one thing, model manufacturers, that I absolutely cannot stand. I wish you would ship your clear parts in separate packages, or if you're going to package them all together, wrap something around them that will protect them, because a lot of times you'll get some shifting and it can scratch the parts, which isn't too bad to clean up. But, you know, if I was a model manufacturer, that is something I would be doing. Overall, looking at the parts, not a lot of issues with them. They do look fairly nice. There is a light here that will be going onto the back of the fuselage, right, or it's not the back, it's actually right behind the cockpit. And I do have, so a little shout out to HobbyLink International. I have this control board. Now, HobbyLink International is a company that produces these. They're also a community on Facebook and also in YouTube world, and they have their own HLI forum where you can go and become a part of the forum and talk about different builds and show your work. And it's a great community. But they created this board for airplanes, and here it is right here. I'm not going to open this up. It's basically a pre-programmed board that has all the lights for flashing the strobes and different stuff for aircraft. My plan is to install this into this particular kit at some point, so all of the lights will be lit up. And my understanding on the SR-71, there actually aren't a whole lot of lights, in fact. So I'm going to have to do a bit of research on those and see exactly what the options are for that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this back up. And last, we have more of these are the wings and engines. So just the engine covers and then the wings themselves. I'll pull that out there. And again, great detail in it. You've got all your panel lines there. I don't see a lot of rivets. That's one thing that I'm not sure if this particular aircraft had a lot of visible rivets. I'll definitely have to take a look at that. But enjoying the molds so far. They do look very crisp and very nice. This is actually, I think, probably one of the first run kits I've ever bought. So very, very excited. And we'll just, there are the typical fit issues that I hear people talking about. So we'll go ahead and once we start building it, explore that a little bit more. Get that out of the way. And just because I know some of you are probably curious, I get this out of the way. Let's take a brief look here at the booklet. And it's just, again, your typical Revell instruction manual. You've got your Revell color markings, and I go onto a site, let's see, what's it called here? It's called Model Shade, and it's a site that you can cross-reference different materials or different paint colors and different codes. So if I want to see the Tamiya code for anthracite matte, it kind of finds the closest one to that matches the Revell color for Tamiya, or any other brands for that matter. So you've got your parts list, which there's a lot because we have loads and loads of sprues with this, including the base. And again, they'll be starting by putting that little skeletal frame inside to help support the actual aircraft. So I'm going to just flip through this kind of quickly. A lot of you have probably seen most of this, and I think this one only came with one set of markings. There might be two, so we'll see here in just a moment. But I'm going to be definitely sourcing some photo etch for this. Hopefully some photo etch is already available or will come out soon. That's one reason why I kind of want to wait to build it, just because I feel that there will be a lot of different accessories and mods coming out for this, especially some resin parts, which would be nice to include in it. And I can't believe that how cheap Andy's Hobbies headquarters had this. He only had it listed for $100 pre-order, and I'm glad I jumped on it when I did, because it is sold out, and I have no idea when he's going to get more in. Looking pretty good and pretty simple. Again, this is one thing that I do when I before I build a model, I'll go through all the instructions, and you've got the question mark here. Revell does this a lot because you can do different options, and I'll just kind of mark which option I want to do and go from there. That way, when I'm building, I don't get confused, which is sometimes easy to do in some of these kits. And then you've got your detailed engines that you'll be putting together. This thing is going to eat up a lot of paint too, just kind of realizing that as well. So I will probably have to order some more paints. And then this is the display that they have. So you've got your aircraft finished there. And for some reason, they have the wheels down. It's up to you on how you want to build it. You can have it in flight, or you can have those sealed up. And then you've got the two engines on the back. And then this is the high visibility diagram here, and all the decals that will be going on this. These are all the supplied decals that came with the kit. And again, the underside, which had that stripe on it for the high vis. And then here are actually, so for the world speed record, when they went from California to New York in, I think it was like just over an hour or less than an hour. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so you can do different color options for that one. And then the flight test aircraft plans right here. Pretty cool. And then the last couple pages here, low visibility marking. So one of the big differences I can tell is it doesn't have that red stripe on the top of it that kind of ran around here and then here. And then on the bottom, it doesn't show the bottom. That's interesting for the low visibility, which is interesting. But one thing I can tell already is that low visibility markings does not include that weird white stripes that were on the underside of the aircraft. So there is the SR-71 Lockheed Blackbird. And again, this is the Revell kit. I'm going to switch back to the top view here so you guys can see me, and we'll go over chat a little bit and maybe answer some questions. So, hey, I'm back. So I just want to kind of go through here. We have World of Mike is in saying, hey, Kalan, how's it going? Hi, Mike. It's always good to see you. Thank you so much for popping in and checking out the unboxing inbox review. And Chris is in the house. Chris is one of the HLI HobbyLink International members, community members, and a great guy. And Dexter's Crafter, I know you had to leave. Thank you so much for popping in, Nat. And as always, it's always good to see you. So sorry, Kalan, I'm off to shoot off as it's 11 p.m. here. And I'm sure Lewis will probably be watching this at some point tomorrow too. So, or today. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow for you guys yet. And Gilbert, hey, Gilbert, how's it going? And Munchkin Modeling Man 72 is in. Afternoon, everyone. Great to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Chris was saying, wait, I bet there will be aftermarket cockpit soon. I almost guarantee it. And I wanted to see if, I think it's called Red Fox, if they had the cockpit option, but I don't think that Red Fox has produced a cockpit option or console option for this yet, but I guarantee they will, because they are cranking out some really awesome detail work for different models and stuff like that. And more than likely, Chris, that is why I didn't buy right off the hop and waiting for them to get everything for a little less. Yeah, most likely. So, but that Tora kit set, I'll be getting a few for all planes. Yeah, nice. So, here's my personal opinion of this kit so far from just what I've seen. It's kind of scattered about everywhere, but so far, looking at the parts, everything looks really good. I won't know more about it until I start putting it together, but I have seen a lot of people comment as they were building it that there are some fit issues, and they've got to go through and putty a lot of areas and clean it up. But that's what it is. It's all about the time that you're willing to put into it. And I know this is going to be a fun build when I do get around to it. So with that said, I'd just like to thank everybody that stopped in for this live unboxing inbox review. Unboxing, did I say inboxing? Anyways, for the quick review of this build, I'm so happy to have it here with me now at the workbench. I don't know when I'm actually going to build this, but it should be relatively maybe towards the end of the year, I think, if not starting it, building it next year. We'll just see. I do want to check out what options are going to be available for detail work on this, like the PE sets that are going to come out and all that. So I kind of want to wait for those. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.